Downtown Los Angeles is an unlikely home to a world of marionettes and musical fantasy. Yet this is where the Bob Baker Marionette Theater has made its home since 1961. The theater stands in the shadow of the First Street Bridge. The puppet theater has a timeless quality. Here the marionettes never grow old. Our show is entitled It's a Musical World. Let's join the audience as they make their way inside the theater.
I love to take toys and turn them into something. They said, we'll give you some money for seed money, and you go out there and find a place and open a theater. Well, I wanted a big room. I wanted some space. And we bought the building, and we opened the day after Thanksgiving, 48 years ago. Oh, they had never heard of anything like that. You know, you've got to have a stage. I said, watch one performance and see if you like it. Otherwise, we'll get a stage. And so we did the thing. It was like the barnyard was on the stage, and then the puppets came out, and the kids were sitting in benches around. They loved it. Then all of a sudden, the taxi cab drivers were telling everybody to come to the art festival. You never see anything like this. The puppets are not on a puppet stage. And a lot of the puppeteers around the United States thought this was a terrible idea. We have a lot of our people coming back, and the kids still love it, and the schools come. And we trained a lot of puppeteers over the years here, and people that have gone out into the industry and become costume designers, wardrobe people, actual designers, actors even, and voiceover people. So it's been kind of an interesting thing to have had. It went over so well that that's the way we've done all of our shows. When you're building a puppet show, you have many gimmick puppets that you think about, and one of them is the puppet that flips over and changes. You have things that stretch and things that shrink and things that get wide and that type of thing. And you try to give enough variety to your show where you have a quiet number, then you have a more active number, you have a number that goes out into the audience, one that stays up in front, you have a trick number, you have a choral number, you have something that kind of doesn't relates but isn't the same as the one that's been before, because children especially get very restless if the thing doesn't change frequently.
I've always wanted to be an artist for my whole entire life, and I never really know what to do. I had a lot of different callings and stuff, and I went from painting to drawing to sculpting to sewing, and eventually, I've always loved puppets, and eventually I just kind of realized, it just kind of dawned upon me one day that I love the art of puppetry. So one of my friends told me about the theater, and I came by and met Bob, and the rest was history.
And some friends of mine, they used to live in the same building as me. They used to work here. So he asked me, you want to work in the theater? I was like, wow, all right, I'm going to try it. But I thought it was like a movie theater. So I was like, oh, wow. I just got into it, that I'm just stay right here.
It all started from a friend to another friend. We were looking for a summer job, right? When I was going to high school, it's high school up here. It's called Doma High School, and we thought it was a movie theater. So one of my friends came down, and trying to get a job, and then he found out that it was a puppet theater. So he started getting into it. He told another friend to another friend, and then I remember when I came to watch the show, and I kind of liked it, and I always wanted to work here, and finally I had the chance to work here.
I call this one the Whisk Clown. This is a pretty cool puppet because it's pretty big, so it's pretty good to move. And this is actually a face that you see on his business card. He's actually one that comes out in a business card, so it's a pretty cool puppet.
This is one of the tap dancers, and he is my favorite color. And he's kind of neat because he does a lot of different things. And you would call him a trick puppet because he has special strings and stuff to make him do unordinary things that puppets don't usually do. Such as he can raise his cane, kind of do a little dance, and he can do the Broadway walk. And he can also tap dance. Yeah.
Actually, this is one of my favorite puppets right here. How you see, he's like an Eskimo, so he's kind of cold. He has a cold, so when he's doing a move, he's sneezing. So he kind of sneeze on people. So that's how I like this puppet. It kind of skates all over, It's like a skating type one. So it's pretty tight. This is a pretty tight puppet right here.
Sure. Well, you always hold a puppet. It's usually whatever's comfortable, but mostly we train people to hold it with their left hand. And this puppet doesn't have a mouth string, but ordinarily you'd use your index finger here to use the mouth string. And let's see, to make him walk, you just rock this back and forth. And there's a couple other strings here. This is the one that raises the cane, like that. And there's a string here that pulls out his chest so he can do the Broadway walk. And in the back, you have this. This is to pull up his shoulders or to look down.
These are for the hands right here. If you extend your fingers, you can make the hand move or whatever. Or you can also use your pinky to move the hands. So I'm walking her, opening her mouth, closing her eyes, moving her head a little bit, moving her hands also.
This is what we call an airplane control. So you can see it has like an airplane shape. This is a football right here. This one controls the hands and the feet. And this one controls the whole body, the head, and the mouth, and the eyes. You see? It has eyes, it has the mouth. So yeah, that's how actually kind of the control works.
And the children love it because they can hold and grab the puppet. The little boys like to kiss the puppet. The little girls sit back and want to be flirted with. The adults enjoy watching and seeing what the puppeteer does. You look at the puppeteer, look at the puppet, look back and forth, and all of a sudden he becomes very intrigued with the puppet, doesn't watch what the puppeteer is doing anymore.
Yeah, he's the one that teach me every little puppet, how to work on, how to walk on, how the routine goes. He's the one that actually knows everything, So he just kind of help us out so we can learn the puppets.
But it's a nice way to work, and you get a wonderful feeling of working with children. It's a happy way of working.